Today is our Inspirational Athlete Special, and we're starting today's show in California with one of the rising stars in the world of wheelchair tennis. That's this week's 5-star feature. Like a lot of young athletes, Charlie Cooper had NBA and NFL dreams when he was little. But Charlie was born with spina bifida, a condition in which the spinal cord doesn't fully develop, which impacts a person's ability to walk. While Charlie was sad to learn he couldn't play team sports with his friends, one day, a chance meeting at a guitar shop led him to the tennis court.
Started one day at a guitar shop when I met a kid with spina bifida, which is the same disability I was born with. And he told me about a clinic at the New Orleans Tennis Garden on a Friday at 9 years old. And I tried it out then and kept working with the same coach that I have now.
Coach Dwayne Begay has been working with Charlie for 9 years. In that time, he's seen an amazing transformation from a novice to a world-class player.
As all the different people that I've taught throughout my career, you don't get one that shines like this very often. And then his work ethic is incredible. He has the drive, and he's willing to work for it. He just follows instructions very, very well. It's not that I demand that he does it. It's more like we work together and what's the best way for him to do it. He's got a great spirit, and he's very, very intelligent on the court.
Beyond the hours he puts in on the court, Charlie's development is also a product of the extra work he does with his personal trainer.
I take immense pride in training Charlie. In fact, when I purchased this gym, I essentially dropped all of my other personal training clients. He's one of the only ones that I work with still. One of the reasons I still work with him is because he is legitimately one of the hardest working athletes I've ever worked with. He's also one of the most humble, coincidentally, but he comes in here minimum 3 times a week, works his butt off. It's rewarding to watch for me.
2024 was a breakthrough year for Charlie. He won the U.S. Open Junior Wheelchair Championship, a moment that was incredibly emotional for everyone who's been with him on his journey.
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy moment. You know, I had my urologist there from when I was a kid. I had, Dwayne there and all the coaches from the United States Tennis Association who have started with me from the beginning. They were all there watching, this take place. And, leading up to then, I always wanted to win that. And I decided to go online with school and take it more seriously that same year. And so leading up to that match point, I knew what I was going to do, serve right down the tee. And that's exactly what I did, and it was an ace. And, it felt like everything fell together, and definitely one of the biggest moments of my life. My mom was crying, my dad was crying. It was huge, and it wasn't just a win for me, but for everyone that has been helping me along the way.
That was probably one of the greatest moments of my life, to be honest with you. I was so proud of him because I just know all the hard work and dedication that he has put in to training for that one moment. And when he got that victory, it was life-changing. I'll never forget that. It was like a dream come true.
Charlie followed that up with a memorable showing of the 2025 Australian Open, where he won both the boys' singles and doubles championships. Then, at the 2025 French Open, he won another doubles title and was the runner-up in singles. The work continues as the goals get bigger for Charlie, who turns 18 next month. He's starting to play in more men's tournaments, and he has his eyes on the 2028 Paralympic Games in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I hope, I want to win a gold medal in LA. That'd be, the biggest thing for me in my life, and that's what I'm training for now. So, another motivation to wake up out of bed for sure. And, I hope, become a gold medalist, winner. That'd be the biggest thing for me.
Along the way, Charlie wants to let children with disabilities know that they have options if they want to play sports and to never stop dreaming.
For me, the greater goal is inspiring others and inspiring kids who, want to play professional sports but have a disability. And that's the biggest motivation in my life, and I think it's what's brought me here.
When he was born and the doctors said that, they didn't know even, his prognosis, how long he would live for, if he'd be able to walk at all, if the leg braces would be effective. And this is a kid that, he was a conqueror, he never gave up.
The main goal for me is not for people to see, only the tennis part, but to see that, I have a disability and I'm able to do something I love and do something competitively, because when I was growing up, I felt hopeless. Like I couldn't play in the NBA. I couldn't compete on, competitive teams like my friends. So seeing me, I hope to be, an inspiration for, younger kids to see that you can play professional sports and wheelchair tennis and play alongside Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. So it's amazing. And I hope that's what, kids see from me and others.